Hello, this video is for clarinets. Now that you have gotten a good sound with the top part of the instrument, and we've got the whole instrument put together, we did this in class, we're going to go through the first 5 notes. I like to start with the bottom piece to put it together. Take the longest piece, put that in, grab it here, twist, you can put it on your knee to help you push that together. This middle piece, if you push down this key here, you can see it raises this key under here. We call this the bridge key. And that will help put that together underneath here. This side of the bridge key goes on top of the bridge key on the bottom, okay? And it's underneath this group of 4 here, okay? You should have this row put together here. And then next we have the barrel on top, any which way. Mouthpiece goes on. Be sure the reed is straight and it is lined up with this big key in the back here, okay? To hold it, left hand goes on top, right hand on bottom. Right hand, we've got the thumb goes underneath the thumb rest here. 3 big fingers on these keys, and then 3 big fingers on these keys. Not worrying about pinkies right now. Thumb goes over this hole here, okay? Your right thumb is going to get a little bit tired, and it's okay, all right? Take a break. When you play, you're gonna feel like, oh man, that's starting to hurt. It's just a little tired. You're using muscles in a way you haven't used it before. So it'll get stronger, and pretty soon you're not even gonna notice, okay? Left hand must go on top, right hand must go on the bottom, okay? The first note we're gonna play is G, and you can see in your book that there are no keys down. However, for G, you can play it with the right fingers down, and I'll demonstrate. So here it is with no fingers down. If I put my right hand fingers down like this, same note, it might be a little bit easier to hold because you've got no fingers down, it's just kind of balancing on your thumb and you have it in your mouth. So if you put these fingers down, it also helps it to be a little bit more in tune. Okay, so 3 fingers down, right hand. I'll play it again. And one more time. Go back and practice that if you want to. Get a good sound on it. We're going to move ahead to number 3, which is F. I'm going to add this thumb here. No other fingers. I'm going to go ahead and lift my right hand and only have the thumb down. I'll do it again. And one more time. Real quick, after we played a couple notes, I do want to remind you about having the right shape here with your mouth and your chin. Chin is flat, using the muscles, okay? Don't puff out your cheeks. That's a bad thing. And be sure that you have your lips about halfway down, not too far, not too high up here. If you're squeaking, it's because you probably have too much. If you can't blow, you're up here. Try to have it about in the middle. All right, let's go on to number 5. I'm going to add the first finger here, okay? When I start to add fingers, I have to cover the hole completely. This does not work. This does not work. I have to, see there's an open hole here. I have to cover that with my finger. Same thing for the thumb. This does not work. This does not work. I have to cover it completely. For the sound to come out. And I will do one more. Very good. Now I'm going to go down to D. This is number 7 in your book. I'm not gonna put my finger here. I'm gonna put it on the hole here on this key. Again, trying to make sure that all the holes are covered up. Here's another note. Take a breath, do one more. All right, so we've got those fingers down. Before I go on to the next note, I'm going to show you guys a trick. Sometimes you can play G because it has no fingers down, and then at some point you're going to add fingers and have trouble because it's not going to work. Here's why. It probably means that as we're adding fingers, something is no longer covering. Some finger got moved and it's not covering all the way. So here's a trick. If I start on G, I'm just gonna add a thumb, add a finger, add a finger, add a finger, okay? And if I do that, it might tell me where I am messing up. This finger didn't get all the way down. So let me try it again. That time it worked. Now I'm gonna go down to the last finger. It's not working. So I'm gonna try it, same thing again. That time it worked. So if you get this, check to be sure that your fingers are covering all the way. The shape of my hand is kind of like this, okay? Not really rounded. I tell saxophone players and trumpet players they need to round their fingers. But for clarinets, we use this soft part, the soft flat part of our fingertip here to cover the holes, okay? Do not do this with your fingertips and make your fingernails point in. You want your fingernails flat on the instrument, and that's the best way to close off those holes. Here's a few more C's. You can play that with me. And one more. There we go. Okay? All right. So practice getting those holes down. And for right now, just practice long notes, getting that sound out, okay? And that will really help us for next time. Let me know if you have any questions next time we meet.